the stove is hot, officially, very hot. Free agency has started, like I said before. So you've got guys opting into contracts, opting out of contracts. Here's a quick rundown of what we've seen so far. Javi Baez, as you would expect, opted into the final 4 years of his contract with the Tigers. So we will send up.
Please keep playing me to play baseball. Please keep paying me to play baseball.
So we'll send up a quick baseball prayer to Tigers fans. There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, because a couple of years ago that would have been a really good thing, but at this point, not so much. Not so much.
I don't know what is happening.
The Reds officially declined Joey Votto's option, so he's a free agent. We talked a little bit about that last week, right? Was it last week? We talked about that. That's like, what's going to happen to him? Where's he going to go? Yeah. Sean Manaea opted out of his contract with the Giants. That surprises me a little bit. Josh Bell opted in. He wants to stay a Marlin. Eduardo Rodriguez with the Tigers opted out of his final 3 years, which is actually baffling because he vetoed a trade not long ago.
Right.
So, and part of it was because he didn't want to be uprooted, but I think he didn't want to be uprooted during the season. I think at this point he's like, now's a good time to move.
Yeah.
Wants to get out of Detroit, potentially. The White Sox declined Tim Anderson's option. Interesting to see what happens to him this offseason. Marcus Stroman opted out of the final year of his deal with the Cubs. Yeah. Cody Bellinger also opted out with the Cubs. Justin Turner is going to test free agency. He opted out of his contract with the Red Sox. How old is he? He's 38.
105? Yeah.
Yeah, might as well be. That's interesting to me that he opted out at that age.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't know. The White Sox also declined Liam Hendriks' option, which honestly makes perfect sense to me. Despite everything, like you would love for the team to do him a solid and just keep him around because of everything he's been through the last year and a half.
You're right. But yeah.
That's unfortunately not how baseball works.
I know, and it is too bad. Yeah.
Jorge Soler, this is a big one, I feel like, opted out of his contract with the Marlins. And I think mostly because of the career year he had this year, he's like, I can make way more than that.
Yeah.
Going to play for a better team potentially.
Hopefully.
So, Rig, why don't you go down this list of notable free agents? Because in addition to the guys who opted out and didn't have their options picked up, these are other notable free agents. So we'll get into some of them here in a little bit as well.
Yeah, you got to watch out for some of these guys. But Shohei Ohtani, obviously, is going to be the belle of the ball this winter and into the spring, depending on what happens. This is going to be the guy where everybody's going to watch out for. Yoshinobu Yamamoto coming out of Nippon, out of Japan. He is heavily ranked as a number 2 sort of pipeline guy for the free agent market. Everybody wants to see where he's going to go. I would rank him as like number 2 on in the free agent stuff. So and then you got Blake Snell and Cody Bellinger. Those guys are both going free agent. Aaron Nola and Josh Hader, Sonny Gray, Jordan Montgomery, JD Martinez. That's really interesting. Jung-Hoo Lee is also coming out of KBO. He'll be an interesting one to watch out for. But the one other than, I mean, some of these are fascinating, but I am really interested to see what happens to Matt Chapman. I don't know why. That's the one name out of all of these that I was like, what? Somebody's going to let him slide? Why would you ever release your grip on Matt Chapman if you can?
I don't know. I don't know, because this could be twice, right? Yes. That a team is kind of like, we'll move on.
Yeah, I was like, and it didn't make sense then, and it doesn't make sense now.
Well,
Dude's one of the best.
It made sense in Oakland from the standpoint that they were going to get a haul, right? That they were going to get people lining up and they could take their pick of who they wanted from anybody that wanted Matt Chapman, right? From that respect, it made sense. But to let him walk in free agency and potentially only get a compensatory pick for it?
0.
Wow.
0 cents. I am infuriated.
Yeah.
But I'm also really excited because you know who needs a third baseman? Something fierce.
Oh, yeah, the Yankees.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Because your third baseman figured out how to play baseball in, what was it, in Milwaukee?
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Anyway.
that'll be fascinating. That will be very interesting.